All we know is authentic Chinese food. We make handmade dumplings. That's not something you can find in the United States because a lot of them are, machine made. But when it's hand rolled, it's a completely different experience. My name is Zhang. I'm the owner of Northern China Eatery. We specialize in Northern Chinese food. I've seen a lot of American Chinese food. Every shopping center has one. So we decided to just go with authentic Chinese food to believe that people were gonna like it. And then they start the word of mouth. So we were, on the Travel Channel. At the time, I didn't know who Anthony Bourdain was. But after, they went on air, that's when I realized I was kind of living under a rock, Since COVID, the business definitely died down 70 to 80% during March and April. We were just selling frozen buns, frozen dumplings, so people can, take home and cook themselves. When we first opened up for takeout in May, my son, he was in the kitchen packing. I'm in the front taking orders. My wife would be taking payments. So every one of my family members have to be involved because we can't find employees. And then we opened the dining room back up, but there's not a lot of people that's willing to come out. People that I used to see every week, I haven't seen them in a year. All the restaurants, their business went down, but especially Chinese restaurants, they got hit the most. We have Mexican restaurants on this road. They're doing really well, even during COVID. It's out of my control, but when Trump said the Kung flu or the China virus, people listen. I'm not, surprised by that at all because I've been hearing that since, while I was growing up. So we first came to United States, we landed in New York. 6 months later, we moved to North Carolina. When we went to North Carolina, I got singled out because I was the only Chinese. They literally look at you and make fun of you every day. Because I couldn't speak for myself, they can do whatever they want to me, and I couldn't say what happened. That's what got me studying the dictionary, page by page for a whole year and watch Friends, King of Queens, Jerry, Mari. Yeah, I'm just like, damn, these people are messed up. So that's how I learned English. But one thing that I knew that I needed to talk for my parents because they didn't know how to speak English. And I knew someone has to know how to talk. If anything happens to them, I could stand up for them, right? So my mom, she's one of the fastest tailors when we first got here. Whether it's with a needle or with an automatic machine, she's very precise about the work that she does. So she's transitioned that into dumpling making, and that's why our dumpling tastes like no other place. My mom, she does grocery shopping for the restaurant every day. There's nothing sits in the fridge overnight. My mom's very OCD to get things perfect. She's pretty much the Warren Ramsey of this kitchen. Today, we're living in an internet world. Social media is like a must. How you get people's attention is with visual, colors. So there's a bunch of food bloggers, influencers from Atlanta. They come eat here all the time.
So this is a spicy griddle fish with taro, lotus root, jalapenos.
And one less shrimp.
Northern China Eatery is like the ultimate Chinese comfort food.
He was telling me how people weren't eating here as much, sadly. And he's like, I know you do social media. Every time I see you post pictures of my place, it shoots up and I get followers and I get more customers.
And I told him, hey, maybe we can do this thing together.
By taking on their business as a client, I was able to say, okay, these are things I have a problem with during these times ordering from you. It was a really great personal and business relationship. And I eat a lot here, so that hasn't changed.
So at the beginning of the pandemic, you know, there was a lot of people trying to avoid the Chinese food, Chinese people. Now, it's gotten better, a lot better. What I've been through when I was growing up, I'm just like extremely protective about my kids. They're your mirror, right? If you're positive, they're positive. If you make fun of other people all the time, then your kid's gonna grow up making fun of others, you know, blaming on others. I don't blame that on anybody, what I went through. And I think there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason.